All I wanted was love, but I ended up with snails and maggots inside my privates. I'm a 25-year-old recent graduate. I just finished my master's. I've been single for a long time, too long. In fact, my last relationship was in high school with a guy who later admitted he only dated me as a joke. It was all for his friends to laugh at. I was fat. I had terrible acne, the kind that swells up and turns red when you try to pop it. I just wasn't pretty. But for a while, that relationship made me feel seen, made me feel like I actually mattered. Until, of course, he crushed me with the truth. I was just a joke to him. That heartbreak ruined me for years. I shut myself off from relationships completely. I went to college and focused on one thing, my studies, not boys. Sure, I went to a few parties with my friends, but I never let myself get involved with anyone. I wanted to be educated, to have a good life, and I wasn't about to let love get in the way of that. But after graduation, something changed. Something in me snapped. I started feeling desperate for marriage. I was 25, and time was running out. We're all conditioned to believe that our prime is between 20 and 23, that by the time we hit 25, we start becoming undesirable. And let's not even talk about the biological clock, menopause, the fear of growing old alone. I felt pressed, like I had to find a man, marry him, and settle down before it was too late. The crazy part? I wasn't even doing badly in life. I was earning well, already building myself a house. Life was just starting for me. My best friend knew I was looking for a man. She was drop-dead gorgeous, the kind of girl men naturally gravitated toward. So I let her find one for me. It was the best strategy I had. At this point, I had already had my glow-up. I was pretty too, but I just wasn't used to men the way she was. She set me up on a few dates. I went on them, and that's when the real nightmare began, because every date was a disaster. If I liked the guy, he didn't like me. If the guy liked me, we were completely incompatible. Different values, different goals, different visions for the future. I was running out of time, and that's when I met him. The man I thought was my end-all, be-all. It was at a friend's wedding, one of those beautiful, picture-perfect evenings. I had just escaped from that part of the wedding. You know, the one where all the single women fight over the bouquet. I wasn't about to stand there and pretend I believed in the magic of it. I just felt like I was never going to get married, so what was the point? I made a beeline for the bathroom, probably to splash cold water on my face and shake off the creeping sadness. And that's when I bumped into him. Emmanuel. He was gorgeous, dark, rugged, with a kind of effortless confidence that didn't feel cocky. He was humble, yet fierce, smart, but a little crazy in the best way. A walking contradiction, the kind of man you could spend your whole life trying to figure out. The moment we made contact, something shifted in me. He was strong, so strong that our little collision sent me stumbling back. I almost fell, almost. But before I could hit the ground, he caught me, his hands firm, steady, wrapped around me, keeping me upright. And then he spoke. "Oh, I'm so sorry, miss. I should have been looking where I was going." "Oh my God!" His voice, deep, rich, like something out of a dream. It sent a shiver down my spine, something stirring inside me I couldn't explain, but I pulled myself together. No, I said quickly. It was me who wasn't looking. I was too focused on getting out of there. I forgot I was in a room full of people. I should have been more careful. But, of course, a true gentleman never lets a lady take the blame. If anyone needs to be careful, it's definitely me, he said smoothly. And I listened. I didn't want to leave anymore. This man had my full attention. His voice alone made my body respond in ways I couldn't explain. And the way he kept eye contact, I was gone. "You see, I am a brute," he continued, a small smirk on his lips. "A big man walking through a fairy garden. I'm bound to bump into something delicate and dainty. I should have been more careful. I swear, we were both just saying anything at that point. Anything to keep the conversation going. But then the wedding ended, and I had to go. I waited for him to ask for my number. He never did. I went home feeling strange. Why was I so sad? I barely knew this man, and yet I couldn't stop thinking about him. Butterflies in my stomach. Heat rushing through me. I was staying with my best friend, while my house was still being built. That night, I asked her about Emmanuel, but she had no idea who I was talking about. It didn't matter, because I couldn't shut up about him. I spent the whole night talking, and she spent the whole night listening. I felt like a schoolgirl with a crush again. Maybe that sounds silly, but you have to understand, I had locked my heart away for so long, I forgot what it felt like to actually like someone. That night, something inside me woke up, and I lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, thinking about a man I might never see again. And that terrified me.